What's going on? It's Night again, coming back to you guys with another video. And the reason for my video is probably like everybody else's. We are all on Black Ops 6 beta right now. Just played it, went through the training, went through the first little beta match, if you will. It's only multiplayer, but I wanted to just kind of talk through some of the things that I'm seeing, what it feels like, stuff like that. So I'll actually show the training so that way you can see it. I'm gonna basically get rid of myself being in the menus, making changes and stuff like that, because any gamer knows they have to do that. And once I get past that point, the omnidirectional movement stuff is different. I'm gonna say that definitely different if you play COD for a while. So it's definitely gonna take some getting used to, making sure you have the right buttons set as well. But let's check it out together. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, I'm not a big streamer, I'm not a big content creator, so I don't expect all the craziness to happen, but just wanted to kind of jump on this for the most part because I'm a casual gamer, and there's way more casual gamers than there are professional gamers. So just something to kind of relate to the casual gamer, if you will. Other than that, like I said, like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't, thanks for watching regardless. Other than that, let's check it all out. All right, so in going through the training, basically just trying to get used to the field of view and everything else that's happening and going on. It automatically sets the field of view to 90, so you see me change it to 120, make sure it's affected. I try not to mess with too much stuff, just to leave the game in itself in its natural state, but you know, you still need to be able to see everything. So ultimately, totally up to you and going through the settings, how you want to do it. You see weapon motions blurs on, so I turn that off. Don't need that. Just a lot of the things that you do in normal COD, regular COD before Black Ops, I should say. You'll probably need to just reset. There's a couple of movement things on there that they've added, so that's going to be different for you. That you'll have to adjust. The dive, the slides, buttons have been kind of moved around. There's certain things binded to your mouse. If even I'm a mouse and key player, so that's the reason why I say that. Making these changes are going to be beneficial to you specifically. So as you can see, after all of this, I'm just basically trying to adjust to the omni movement, what the dives look like. You basically can run left, you can run right, you can run backwards, you can dive all those directions too. You can't help but to run and like dive and actually turn yourself in the direction of the dive, just because you're so used to doing it. And so you're going to see me kind of practicing this here, and just doing the training course. I don't care if it's boring to anybody, I don't care if they skip through it, but it's something that you will have to get used to. Playing the game and trying to get used to it in game is one way, but this is something that you can also kind of get it started with, if you will. So you see me trying. It's hard to adjust to. I've never done anything like that, just like any other casual gamer that plays the game. So I'm trying to understand, trying to get the timing down, understand the ADS sync with it, and if it works the same, or you know, just stuff like that. In this training part, you have to run left and dive and shoot, and then run right, then dive and shoot, and then run back and then dive and shoot. So it's just, they're taking you through this stuff, which again, people may think is boring, but I'm an old dude, so it's good for me, at least. This is the craziest one. All right, so on this one, you have to actually do like a dive 180 and like fall and shoot, which is, after you do the first part, this may not necessarily seem too crazy. But yeah, you can dive and you can lay prone, or you can be on your back prone, if you will. So that's something else that was going to be relatively new to this too. All right, so this next one is kind of what I was talking about, where you're proned. And as you're prone, you can actually swing 360. So you'll see the targets pop up specifically. And as soon as they pop up, like, that's it. So this last one is basically just super quick. Just run right, dive, shoot the target, run left, dive, shoot the target. Pretty simple. Just kind of cultivating everything that you went through. And after that, it's pretty much the gameplay, and you'll see as the game goes and how different it is and how it plays out and what the graphics look like and how the movement looks and all that stuff. I'm still figuring it out, so it will be definitely clunky, but I still wanted people to be able to see it. So here it goes. Our first gameplay on this, we'll see what happens.
Let him have it, blackops.
I have to change my eyes.
Now hold it.
This is definitely gonna be take some getting used to.
Deploy watchdog kilo to my grid. Hardpoint located. Hardpoint set. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint is secure. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint active. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint located. Hardpoint is secure. Hardpoint is active. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint located.
Gameplay is not bad. It's smooth. It's not. It's
Hardpoint
kind of
down.
clunky, but not too clunky. Something that they've worked on. Oh, something to get used to.
Hardpoint is secure.
Yo, check your fire.
Hardpoint identified. No medals for second place. Crush those dirt bags. Hardpoint active. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Oh yeah, we we running and diving, baby.
Hardpoint locked down.
Control.
I'm getting the feel of it at least. Going back to playing regular warzone resurgence is gonna be a little tricky though, because omni movement is different. Let's just say that. You know, looking over here, I can dive, dude.
Perfect execution. The Pantheon are probably pissing themselves right now.
It's not bad. You definitely got to get used to it, but aside from that, gameplay, it does remind you a lot of Cold War, though. I will definitely say that. As far as the feel of it all, Sam was like, I've been on it. I've been on this. I need my dive to be tapped and my slide to be tapped. So overall, I think this game is going to be a promising game. I think that, you know, the pros that have an opportunity to speak to devs, they'll be able to give their input on it. Movement is going to be a little weird for a lot of people as they've been playing Call of Duty for a while, and the movement has been pretty consistent, I should say, except for the last version, if you will. But aside from that, it's definitely going to be something that people have to get used to. As I'm looking at my gameplay right now, I'm just like, oh, like super cringy. Because again, I'm not the best. I'm just a casual gamer. I'm not gonna be all recommending this and recommending that. I just want to kind of give people like the insight of a casual gamer. Like, the game is cool right now. It's cool because it's new. But once we get Warzone and how Resurgence plays and stuff like that, like, we always want to make sure that, number one, as a casual gamer, that it maintains our attention. If it doesn't, it's not going to be something that we play regularly. But other than that, I see that it's definitely promising, especially with the movement. because you're gonna have some really like Shotzi or like Joe Wo or like Neo. Those people move crazy when it comes to gameplay, so you'll see a lot of good movement out of them once they adjust to the new style. But other than that, I do think that the game itself is going to be very promising. It's cool right now because it's new, but ultimately we'll see what happens once everything updates and it comes out fully. Verdansk is coming back too, so that's going to be exciting. But yeah, other than that, appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for coming through, and like, comment, subscribe. Later.